Charming Giraffe, and today we are going to continue to use the paints mixed with the U.S. Art Supply gloss pouring medium. I'll have the link to that material in the description below. Our colors again will be the decorart Extreme Sheen Amethyst, the Key West by Apple Barrel. I think we're a little low on. I've also got that exact same color mixed with a little bit of white by Loft Acrylic, Liquitex Basics, medium magenta, and gold by Loft Acrylic. And today's paintings will be on 4-inch ceramic tiles. They will be dips. The bubble wrap is the bubble side down, so this is the smoother side. I guess you can kind of still feel the bubbles in it, but not as much. And we'll see how this works. I am just going to pour our paint randomly on this surface. For the tiles, the prep for the tiles, you'll want to clean them. You can clean them with soap and water, baby wipes, alcohol, rubbing alcohol, alcohol wipes, anything you like, or wipe them on your jeans before you start painting on them. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be this apron I'm wearing though. Like I said, we are kind of low on this. I do have a little bit of pouring medium left to continue to test, but this may be our last video on it. I don't know if I have enough to mix up like a full round of paint for a project. I might have enough for like a couple colors, but not for, maybe if I use this Apple Barrel where it's like super runny, then I wouldn't need a whole lot for each color. I guess that's not really doing anything anymore. I'll use some of this. This one was a little chunky with the white in there. So that's why I want to kind of use it sparingly. And then we've got the purple. So far, my thoughts on the pouring medium is it is extremely hard to mix it to the right consistency. So for that reason, I wouldn't use it again. But if you like it, then you would use it, you would practice, you would know what you need to do, and then it wouldn't be a chore anymore. It would be just like me mixing up my paints with my Floetrol, because you would just do it every time and know what you're doing and not have to stress about getting it right every time, because you would already have that practice in. Other than that, I don't really have anything negative to say about it, I wouldn't say. Necessarily, some of the paintings I've done have been too thick, and so they cracked. But that's going to be because I didn't get the proportions right, or I didn't run enough of it off the canvas or whatnot. So I wouldn't say that it's bad and that you should avoid it. I would just say you'd have to practice with it just like you would with anything. I've practiced a whole lot with the Floetrol, so that's why that pouring medium is easy for me. Alright, I guess we're going to have to call that good. I have a whole stack of them here, but I don't think we're going to be able to get more than a few out of this. Oh, I do have this leftover paint. I'll put that on the edges. That'll give us some more surface for dipping. This is a little bit more muddied, so maybe I will try to avoid that until the end. I'll do that. So I just got these 4-inch ceramic tiles. I'm just going to grab 4 of them. And you probably can't see this, but I'm literally just rubbing it on my apron. There's definitely bubbles in here. As far as bubble wise, I wouldn't say cells get too created with this pouring medium. So if you want cell production, you would need to use like a silicone to do that. But it's also not just like super plain either. Like you can get some pretty cool designs out of it. In some of those very first ones, we did get some cells attempting. Ooh, I like that. I like these colors. These colors are awesome. Get another one ready. Do it right here, which will get some of that leftover paint. Just like to smush it down, wiggle it a little bit, make sure you get full coverage, because it's the worst when you don't and you have to dip it again. I should definitely be wearing gloves. Definitely wear gloves with this pouring medium. It is incredibly difficult to get it off of your hands. Like, you can scrub and scrub and scrub for hours and it seems to be no good. That's definitely one thing I would say. You definitely need gloves when working with this one. Got lots of the purple and gold in that one. I like that. This one's got some other paint on it, so I don't want to use it. I'll grab another one. And let's get this out of the way. I'm just doing that to try to move it to the areas that I want it in, because it kind of pushes out whenever you dip. You can see how it all smushes out. Oh, these are awesome. I was actually not too hopeful, I guess, but these have turned out so beautiful. We'll do one more. And then I will see if I can try to peel this off, this skin off. You can see some cells trying to come up. And see if we can get a skin out of it. I'm not sure if that will work off this bubble wrap or not. Couldn't tell you. Never tried to pull a skin off of bubble wrap, so we'll have to see if that will work in a future video after it dries. I've got a piece of skin on my finger, acrylic skin. I think I want to try this area right here with this pink and purple. These are so pretty. Alright. I definitely wouldn't say you need a torch for this pouring medium, whereas you might for others. Or I prefer it when I use my Floetrol. But you definitely don't need it for this one. I don't know. I torch them just because I'm so used to doing it, but honestly I don't see that it does a whole lot. Unless you've just got some very obvious huge bubbles, then maybe. But even then, I'm not sure if the flame is actually the one that helps that, or if you could just take like a toothpick to it and pop it that way. But we'll let this sit here as a skin. We'll pull that off in a future video. In the meantime, I will give you a close-up of these awesome tiles we just created. Alright, we are back for the close-up. We're kind of from a different angle, but that's okay. I do not remember which ones we did first and second and third, so we're just going to start with this one, where we've got some cells coming up from that aqua green Key West paint, and very shimmery. You might be able to see it mainly right here with the metallics. You can see some little bubbles. I'll try to go in and pop those. This one's probably one of the first ones too, because the colors are so clear. Not as much as that of that green, but definitely some of the purples and pinks, and that orange is the gold, and it actually does look kind of orange to my eye as well. It definitely doesn't look like the gold that's in the cup by any means, so something's blending to make it look that color. I'm going to tilt the camera this way because I like it this way better. But same colors, obviously. A few little potential air bubbles that I need to go in and do something about. Really pretty. Got those lines and movement there. Love it. These are probably our last two. They're a little bit more muddy, but still pretty. Just less definition in some of those colors. Specifically like right here. You can't really see all what those colors are. And then again, there's another bubble. There's that gold. Few extra bubbles in this one, and then here's the skin that we will attempt to use if we can get it off of here with all those colors. This was the side that had the leftover paint. There's some cells trying to come up from the tiles being lifted off. You still get those are like feather patterns or wave patterns, however you want to describe those. But yeah, Let me know what you think about these coasters, or these tiles that will later be turned into coasters, in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and do makes you happy.